Hi guys, bargain store project number 39, but you might recognise some of this video footage from bargain store project number 36 and also 38. I'm reusing it so you can see the packaging. What I'm going to do is use these foam rollers and the fluffy rollers as the wheels for the new project. When I did bargain store project 36, I actually said that I rather fancied using these rollers for making wheels, but I wasn't going to use them in project 36. So this is the project now where I'm actually going to use those as the wheels. I'm also going to use a vibrating toothbrush to power it. So we will have a vibrating toothbrush powered paint roller tray car. If you don't want to watch this part of it, you can skip to about probably 3 minutes 30 seconds when the proper build will start. And what we're going to do with this is there's an electric motor up in there which you can't quite see, which we're going to take out. Take that weight off it, because that's the thing that makes it vibrate, and we don't need that. We're just going to use it as an ordinary electric motor. Put it back in again, cut the end of this plastic case off so that we can get to the end of the motor. To get this weight off of here, I use this little tool I've made. It's just a piece of metal with a slot in it that fits into. Piece of wood with a hole the right size for that to sit in. Right size nail fits on the end of the shaft. That's tapped it through. And the electric motor is there again. Right, I've trimmed this back now as much as I want, so it's in just the right position. What we need to do now is put this all back together. So that spring goes in there and sits around the end of the motor. That little hook goes in there. That all goes back together like that. This now goes in here, slides in, push it all the way up, so you can see I've got access to my shaft on the motor. That's we'll put the battery in now. Put that the right way up, push it all back together. Right, now on to the proper build. I need to take project number 36 apart so I can reuse the tray. Well, that didn't take long. So that's a few CD wheels I can reuse, some canes and a mousetrap, and the important bit, that tray. That vibrating toothbrush motor just doesn't have enough power to drive this latest car, so I've cut out a couple of discs from a polystyrene pizza base. I'm going to make myself a reduction gear, or pulley to be more exact. So the engine or the motor will be attached to the big pulley, and the back wheels will be attached to the small pulley, but there'll be a big pulley on the back axle. So it'll be small motor, big pulley, small pulley, big pulley on back axle, and hopefully that reduction gearing Should enable the small power from the vibrating toothbrush to turn the wheels on the car. Right, time for a test run, and then I'll tell you all about it. You'll notice it's going very slowly. That's because it's geared very low. Just redirect it a little bit. That's got to be the slowest car I've made. Okay, there we are. Made the length of the kitchen, or if we want to be exact, let's do that little bit up to there. Okay. Should we go back the other way? Watching this is probably going to take longer than the rest of the video. This has actually been far more challenging to do than I expected. There we are, full length of the kitchen. So, summary time. First of all, I'll show you the detail. We've got two pulleys now. We have the vibrating toothbrush with a small pulley on it, then a large pulley mounted in the middle. On the back of the large pulley there's another small pulley, and that small pulley is going to a slightly larger pulley on the back axle. The wheels are the foam paint rollers on the back, and on the front it's the fluffy paint rollers. Now for some confession time. With the fluffy paint rollers on the front it wouldn't move. I've spent quite a bit of time trying to beef up the power coming out of the engine by using the pulleys, but it still couldn't move the fluffy rollers because they just stuck to the ground. So if you look, I've actually put some clear plastic discs on the insides of the pulleys, so the front wheels are actually those clear plastic discs. So we've got a paint roller tray with a vibrating toothbrush, a step down pulley mechanism that gives us a low gearing to drive the back axle. The axles are actually, that's a coat hanger straightened out that I've used. And that's it. So bargain store project number 39, which I thought was going to be a simple one, actually became very complicated simply because these wheels that I'm using, the rollers, just don't naturally roll like wheels. They stick to the ground. So there we go. Bargain store project 39 completed.